Prison guard on duty when convicted murderer escaped, fired amid manhunt. More after this. Hello everyone, and welcome back to AFG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. Today's video, we have an escapee from where? Chester County Prison Facility. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome to AFG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well to bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. I'm my normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. A corrections officer who was on duty in the guard tower when a convicted murderer escaped from a Pennsylvania prison last week by crab walking up a wall, sparking a massive ongoing manhunt, has been fired. The Chester County District Attorney Office confirmed on Friday that the corrections officer, an 18-year veteran, in the Chester County Prison was yesterday afternoon. I didn't like the way that sounded, but okay, it sounded weird, but okay. Their name was not released. Danelo Cavalcante, age 34, who officials said is also wanted in his native Brazil on homicide charges, was noticed missing from the prison around 8:50 a.m. on August the 31st. He had been sentenced to life in prison without parole days prior in the fatal stabbing of his ex-girlfriend and was being held there pending transfer to a state correctional institution. He absconded from the prison by scaling a wall to gain access to the roof and pushing through razor wire before jumping down to a less secure area, making his getaway. Howard Holland, acting warden of the Chester County Prison, told reporters during a press conference briefing on Wednesday. Okay, it's a little more to go to it. I'm gonna still continue to read on, but I wanted to say something when I got to that point. This gentleman knows that is a high probability in that particular area, the guys who crab walk on the walls, to be able to get out. For them to be that close, the walls to be that close, yeah, it's not a good idea. Not really a good idea. The architecture, when they actually built the place, I'm quite sure they didn't think that if the prisoners was going to get out. Maybe they kind of like, maybe they had something in mind of why they did it like that, but clearly it didn't work it out, because this is the second person that got out, okay, climbing to the roof, getting to a less secure area, and then making a dip for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like it's easy to do. And when you think about it, you say, well, why would they go out there and do something like that? Well, if you got life in prison, listen, you ain't got no shot of freedom. You're going to do whatever you need to do to get that freedom. So this was to be expected, especially if you got caught slipping, not really looking around and paying attention to what you're doing. I'm going to continue. He followed the same method of escape and route used recently by a different inmate at the Chester County Prison, Holland said. Inmate Igor Vidra Bolte broke out of the prison in Popscon Township on May 19th, just months before this guy broke out, Mr. Cavalcante. On May 19th, by scaling a wall in an exercise yard to gain access to the roof. Of course, this is what they do. According to a criminal complaint obtained by ABC News, he was quickly captured. Now, this time he was quickly captured because the guy in the tower actually was watching. He actually was on the JL doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? So the other guy, he got caught slipping. He wasn't really paying attention. I don't know if he was part of the plot for the guy to get out. I don't know what was going on, but, you know, he got caught slipping. So, sucks to be him, but he lost his job. Now, it was another story, and they're basically, you know, got a little video to go with that. I can actually share it. You know what? Let me share it with you real quick, and then I'll move on with my analysis right after this.
Police in Pennsylvania say there have been at least half a dozen sightings, but still no capture of escaped prisoner Danelo Cavalcante, the convicted murderer on the run now for almost a week. Officials releasing new videos showing Cavalcante's escape as he scales a wall inside this Chester County, Pennsylvania jail, making his way past razor wire to access the roof before escaping.
The escape was discovered as part of the inmate counts that occurs when inmates come in from the exercise yard.
Another inmate escaped from the jail in a similar fashion back in May, but was caught hours later. Jail officials saying they made security enhancements after, including that razor wire, but saying now additional safeguards will be put in place.
What was perhaps overlooked was the fact that addressing the single point of physical countermeasures should have been bolstered by additional means.
Authorities also examining these surveillance images taken Monday night by a trail camera and footprints spotted in the woods admitting Cavalcante somehow managed to slip past their perimeter.
Last evening, we had another sighting of Cavalcante by a resident. Teams searched the area for hours, but were unable to locate him.
Officers, aerial surveillance, and canine units swarming the expanded search area. Cavalcante is considered extremely dangerous, convicted of stabbing his ex-girlfriend to death in front of her 2 young children. Law enforcement sources tell ABC the extreme heat in the search is also playing a factor because the weather has made it much harder to locate body temperature signals from a helicopter.
Okay, so now I'm gonna dive into that story that actually went with that video. Just to kind of like, tie a bow on this thing, and I'm gonna give you my analysis and we're gonna get out of here. Police on Saturday reported 2 more confirmed sightings of an escaped murderer on the run for more than a week in the southeast Pennsylvania amid the search by hundreds of law enforcement officers. So a couple people saw him. Now, I'm gonna give you a heads up. If you see him, it was a $20,000 reward on the arrest and capture of this gentleman, Mr. Danelo Cavalcante, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he's armed and dangerous, but you find him, you can get him, you know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do. You got 20 racks coming your way. Be careful. Authorities who have described Cavalcante as extremely dangerous, as I just said, didn't release details about the sightings, but said they occurred Friday within a search area focused around the now closed Longwood Gardens Botanical Garden in East Marlboro Township, where the fugitive inmate has been spotted several times. So he's out Longwood Gardens. Longwood Gardens is basically, they got nice, flowers, and around Christmas time they got the Christmas trees and all that kind of stuff. It's a nice suburban area, a lot of wooded area. So if you're an escaped prisoner, you're gonna go to those kind of places and try to get away. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, they got hundreds of police officers. Yeah, they got hundreds of police officers looking for this guy, and they can't seem to apprehend him yet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on. Longwood Gardens closed indefinitely after the sighting because they like, we ain't about that life. Okay, this is not what we about. Get all of our employees out. We just gonna shut it down till y'all catch this dude, then we can open back up once he's gone. Basically, the sighting sprawled across nearly 200 acres, 80 hectare-acres, with paths winding through the gardens, an outdoor theater, ponds, fountains, and meadows, and structures including indoor gardens, tree houses, and a restaurant. Now that's out, that's out in Kennett Square in Pennsylvania. So he could be in Kennett Square, he could be in Westchester, he could be any of those random places. Like I said, if you see him, he's armed and dangerous, you gotta definitely be careful, and don't put yourself in harm's way just to make a few bucks. It's not worth it, you know what I'm saying? But if you can, lead to his capture, then great, you get the money. But I'm gonna dive in. I'm not gonna be long. I'm gonna dive in real quick, and we'll keep this thing moving. First and foremost, this guy broke out of the prison. My issue with the prison is Chester County Prison has had several breakouts. Like, you don't normally hear about a prisoner breaking out because it's maximum security and all that kind of stuff. You can't get away, you know what I'm saying, because they got all the people watching you. You have all the cameras, you have the barbed wire, you know what I'm saying, the dogs and the police. There's always somebody around, always somebody around. Now, they have some areas that could be infiltrated, in which we talked about Igor, you know, Danelo, another young fella broke out, him and his buddy, they ran out. The one guy dressed up as a Muslim chick, went back to the hood, he got caught up, but the one dude that got away, I don't know if they ever, I mean, I'm sure quite sure they caught him. I haven't heard much about it. But when they killed the guys down Torresdale Avenue, 3 Hispanic men, and I did a video for that too. You know, so Chester County is a very, very, very I'm gonna say undisciplined facility. Reason being is because it's a lot of breakouts. It's real easy to get out. You know what I'm saying? So as a person that may live in the neighborhood, not myself, but as a resident that may live in a neighborhood, you can't sleep good at night. Knowing that you sleeping at night, somebody break out of prison, they can kick your door in, you know what I'm saying, run in, you know what I mean, and do what they're gonna do, whatever they wanna do, however they wanna do it. You know what I'm saying? There's not something that should be happening on a monthly basis, it seems like. Okay, it needs to be more security over there. It needs to be way more secure. My opinion, you need to do something about that wall being, you know, as close as it is. You crab walking up a wall. We all did that when we was little kids. You crab walked up a wall because we can get all the way to the top, and then sometimes you jump down. Like, we've all done it. I've done it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't do it like for some prisoner, you know, or no prison situation, but, you know, as kids, we just did it for fun, you know what I'm saying? And now these guys just took what they learned as kids and just like, you know what, we can walk up this wall, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? And then you hop out and then you get out of there and do what you gotta do. Like, it's gotta be better. It's gotta be better security. It's gotta be better security. Honestly, that wall right there, they need to put a gate right there, a metal gate. So yeah, you can get over and jump down, okay, but it should be a metal gate that extends as far as where that guy can't really, you know, stick his hand up there and walk up the wall. And then once you do that and put another wall up, so then you do that, now the space is a little bit more greater. That keeps you from having to climb up the wall. And even if you try to go over the wall, it should have some sort of an electrical force field on it. I mean, I don't know, if you're just trying to keep these dudes locked in, I mean, you gotta think of better ways of doing it. But you know what I'm saying, you know, I just feel like they could do better and be better, but they just not. I don't understand it. I just really don't understand it. So hopefully they catch this gentleman. He's on the loose. Right now it's been like, what, 9 days since he's been out? I'm guessing. I don't think it's 9 days. As of the making of this video, it could be. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but they got the whole suburb in an uproar. Guy can pop out and just, you know, slide up on somebody and just do some more killing. You know what I'm saying? If you get caught slipping, you know what I'm saying, this guy riding up on you, you're armed and dangerous and got life in prison. You're liable to do anything. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never getting out once you get caught. So you're gonna do what you wanna do while you out. You know what I'm saying? So please be careful, please be careful, please be careful. But with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well to bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. I'm my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. All my new subscribers and visitors, welcome to AG's POV. Do me a huge favor. Hit the like button. Just hit that like button, you know what I mean, and it'll do me a great justice. All my visitors, come on, click that subscribe button. What you waiting on? You know what I mean? We're doing new and big things over here. You know, I'm trying to get to a certain threshold where I can do something big for the community. I definitely want to start going live. I'm kind of like real busy, so it's like I got to pick a particular day when I'm gonna go live. Maybe, you know, a day that's gonna be, you know, probably on a Saturday. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say something like a Saturday afternoon, so we can, you know, talk about some of the news that came up. You know what I mean? And different stories that may, you know, pop up that I may feel like we need to talk about this live and just not do a quick little video, and that's it. So be looking for that. But in the meantime, between time, come check me out on my Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube Shorts. Oh, and by the way, I'm also on Facebook, so you can go on over there and check out AG's TV. Doing little different skits, well, not skits, but different little videos on there. So it's like, it's not gonna be the same kind of long form content it is over here. It's gonna be different type of videos over there, but I'm trying to mix it up a little bit of everything, try to keep you current, keep you going on, whether it be sports, comedy, you know, memes, news, You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. I'm trying to, like, you know, get my hands into all that, and just, you know, current events. But with that being said, I love every single one of y'all. I thank you for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.